Hello, and welcome to the very last episode of Shit I Learned in My Youth. In this episode, myself and my ma, also known as Susie, discuss what we hope for our different futures and how we feel that the world's going to end up. Because it's the last episode, I'm going to end the episode on a different note. Instead, the episode will end on the parent tag. What is a parent tag, you ask? A parent tag is a game played between a child and a parent, which they ask each other questions about the individuals and their relationships. I hope you enjoy. So let's talk about the future. Here's a standard question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a really horrible question. I hate them questions.
Why?
Because you never know where you're going to be in 5 years. You don't know what's going to happen. But anyway. So.
She's having an Edwina day.
I'm not having an Edwina day. In 5 years' time, you'll obviously be 24.
Yep.
And your brother will be 22.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be grown-ups, which is really weird.
Why is that weird?
Because you're old then. You'll literally be old.
We're old now.
Yeah. Not as old as you'll be in 5 years.
Suppose not.
So, I'd like you all to be really happy. That's my main focus in my life. If there's anything I can do to make you guys happy, then that's it.
Money, thanks.
Shut up about money. It's not all about money all the time.
Well, ask a rich person that, they'll disagree. But, yeah, no, I know what you mean. Where do you think you will be in 5 years, though? Not just me and Kai.
Well, as you know, I'm doing a course at the moment, so I'm thinking about maybe going into university with it. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. There's no definite.
Okay.
Calm yourself.
Okay, sorry, I'm excited now.
No, don't get excited. So that's a thought. Also, we're launching this business, so hopefully that will next gen autos. So hopefully,
just a little drop in.
Yeah, a little drop in there. So hopefully that will kick off as well, and that'll be going really well. I think that's enough for 5 years.
Are you excited about the next 5 years? Are you nervous?
I'm always nervous. But
anxiety disorder.
No, it's not that. It's I'm always excited and nervous about what's going to happen because you never know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
making a good point. I think in 5 years for myself, I hope I finish my degree.
No one asked you.
Well, I'm going to give my opinion anyways. I hope I finish my degree and I hope that goes really well because that's something I'm really nervous about.
You'll be fine.
Hopefully. And hopefully I'm travelling because that's kind of the plan.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I kind of want to travel the world before I have to start a career. No, I'm just going to leave all my friends and go off-grid. Not even have a passport and just
lovely.
live in the woods.
That sounds great. I'll join you.
No, it sounds cold. We both know it sounds cold. We like to pretend we're adventurous, but the minute it goes below like 10 degrees...
Inside, duvet.
Exactly.
Mm.
Blankets, cup of tea. Lovely.
Exactly.
So in the near future, I say near future in like 4 months, I should be going to university.
What do you mean you should? You will be.
Well, hopefully. If this goes well.
It will go fine.
Maybe. But I should be going to university. How do you feel about that, honestly?
Well, I've told you before, I'm nervous about you going. Only because it's a whole new chapter in your life. I'm excited for you. I think it'll be really interesting. It's something you've always wanted to do. So you'd like tick that box. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a little bit sad because you won't be at home all the time, annoying me. But you're not far away, so it'll be fine.
At least you're not as sad as Dad.
No, Dad's taking it really hard.
He has not stopped talking about how sad he is about me going to university.
I know, I told him to stop.
No, it's quite funny. I'm just like, oh, Dad, it's gonna be okay. I'll come home sometimes. Hopefully, I don't know. It's all very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but it's new, so it's going to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and I'm leaving my job earlier than expected.
Only so you can have some time off.
I know, but it's a big change, so I'm nervous about it.
Oh my god, you're just nervous about everything.
Yeah. I wake up nervous, I go to sleep nervous. I'm just a nervous wreck. But it's okay, because I cry a lot. No, I'm joking. But I think the biggest thing I've had to like overcome recently, which will affect my future, is the offer of leaving my job earlier than expected. And I didn't know what to do, as I told you. And I spoke to someone about it, and they said if you feel like you're at a standstill and you can't go anywhere else with it, the best thing to do is leave it.
Yeah. Good
so
advice.
That's the advice I give you guys, and the advice I give my future self when I listen back to these in like 3 days.
Take every opportunity that comes along.
Yeah, and don't put too much pressure on yourself to do well. Like, just try your hardest, and if your hardest isn't
Your hardest is always good enough.
Yeah, but if it isn't like academically the best, you know you've tried your hardest.
No, but academic isn't always the most important thing.
I suppose not, but I feel like in the world we currently live in,
it is important, don't get me wrong.
It's definitely how people
It's
see
not the
you.
most important thing in the world, though.
No, I feel like being polite.
Being well and healthy and nice, polite, a good human is the most important thing.
Yeah, but no one's really a good human.
I am.
She thinks she is. No, you're right. Can't complain.
So what else about the future then? Come on.
So yeah, with uni I'm kind of nervous, but I'm looking forward to it, and leaving work I'm really nervous. But let's talk about outside of my world and talk about the general world.
Okay.
Recently, I don't know if you've known this, but there's been like an uprising in like sex dolls. Have you seen this?
Yeah, and it's horrible.
It's so creepy, and AI technology is growing to such at like such vast speed that it's kind of scary.
I don't even like having our Google Home. I turn it off. It scares me. It makes noise. There is going to be an uprising.
I have a fun anecdote about Google Home actually. I was sitting in my room because in the house we all have Google Homes in each room, and we have like Google Pebbles, the small ones. I don't think that's what they're called, but the small ones. And I was sitting in my room, and then music just started playing. My Spotify wasn't connected to it. No one else was in the house. It just started playing music that I don't listen to, and I unplugged it. I was like, nope, I'm not dealing with this, and it hasn't been plugged in since.
It's like, do you know when the Google advert comes on and it says, say hello to Google Home, our Google Home always answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it. It scares me. I'm a bit like, and they listen to your conversations, you know that?
No, I did not.
They do actually listen to the conversations, so they can learn about you, so then they can find out information for you. So it's meant to be a good thing. I just see it as Terminator and a bit creepy.
Surely there's like privacy laws against that though.
No, it's always a grey area, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, yeah, because there's certain things you can do that is fine and certain things that aren't. So
I know that Facebook recently, the Mark Zuckerberg. Did you know about this?
Yeah.
Recently went under scrutiny for what was it?
The Cambridge something.
Cambridge something.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think it was because he started tracking people's locations and things.
He was selling off people's privacy settings and stuff, and selling information about people to a third company
without discussing it with the users.
Yeah.
So that was like a really big thing. But I think we just kind of have to come to terms with the fact that that is literally everything in our lives, though.
Everything's wrong.
Because even if you
AI.
go, yeah, not even AI, but like the fact that people are selling out information all the time. If you go into Google Maps, if you didn't know this, if you go into Google Maps and look back at the last 6 months, it can tell you exactly where you've been.
Creepy.
By like location stuff.
Mine would be pretty simple to be.
Morrison's home. Morrison's home.
Nana.
Sometimes now.
Yeah,
Northampton. No, but I just found that it was really, really creepy that it'd done that, and I didn't read the privacy settings because I don't think anything pops up when you actually download the Google app. Okay. So I found it like a violation of my privacy that I did that. Not that I have anything to hide, but
because you didn't tick the privacy, you didn't read it. I bet you it's in there somewhere that it will say this is what we're going to do.
Probably, I'd have to like go back to read it.
No one reads terms and conditions and privacy.
They're a bit long, but I think there is a massive upside to devices being able to do that.
What?
Because if I went missing,
yeah,
and I had my location settings switched on, you could log into my Google account that it's associated with and see where I am.
Yeah, no,
or see where I was and things like that, and track me down.
Thing.
But I think that one good thing trumps the rest of the bad things.
That's only if you've got your phone on you though, and someone hasn't taken it and thrown it somewhere else.
But even then, you can kind of figure out the dots from, okay, so someone threw a phone in this lake.
Yeah, they might have gone this way.
Yeah.
I suppose it helps you, but I'm not a big fan of AI and stuff. And the sex robots is just, I hate. Oh, it's just disgusting.
They're just really creepy. I don't think there's a need for them in the world.
The whole what it's being used for, because if that's what you're into,
that's your business.
Carry on, crack on.
No dogs,
no dogs, no dead people.
Yeah.
Everything
They're
else,
the rules.
fair game. But yeah, it's just. But they make them look like children as well. There's a certain company in Japan that actually make them look like young people.
Oh wow, that's disgusting.
Yeah. So I'm kind of, and you can pick what you want. You can have brown hair, blue eyes, certain size boobs or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just really creepy.
That is super creepy.
That's like making the ideal person that doesn't talk.
That is the ideal person for most
No,
people, though.
not into that.
Not for me. I just think it's really weird, and we could probably be using this technology a lot better. And to be honest, we probably are. Like, I'm sure if you went into any military base, there are robots everywhere, but we just don't know
I
it.
think that's more film technology than technology. AIs are being used for a lot of things.
I think, if we're thinking about it though, I think humans is the best representation of what could possibly become.
Yeah, that's
AI.
The whole premise of the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, look what you could win.
Look what we're gonna be able to do in like 10 years.
Yeah, but then technology and all that kind of stuff really helps, like for people who lose their arms and legs and stuff. Do you know, the prosthetics, they've come on through AI and stuff.
And they're a good way of interconnecting with
the
world, which I think is mostly a good thing, but...
Nah.
Really? Why no?
I'm quite happy to not.
You're happy to be in your little...
I love my bubble.
Your little bubble. Good. Well, you've got a safe bubble.
I do. I love it.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
It's one I created.
The most dramatic thing that happens in your day is the dog peeing on the chairs.
That is really annoying.
And he's probably doing it right now.
I do worry about the future and like do you know, like Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un and all that kind of stuff that you have no control over. That does worry me a little bit.
I mean, the Americans shot themselves in the foot with Trump. They kind of did it to themselves.
I see it as they done it as a joke.
I think it was a case of loads of people got really drunk and were like, do you know who'd be funny to vote for?
It was either him or her, and they chose him, and that maybe wasn't a good idea. Because he's very push-a-buttony.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh, you pissed me off, push button.
He has no political background either.
No.
He comes from reality TV.
No, he comes from business.
Business and then reality TV.
He did The Apprentice, didn't he?
It's like having Kim Kardashian.
Some people would.
I'm sure they would. I know there was a massive thing about Kanye West becoming president for 2020, but I think since he's sided with Trump,
since
he lost thousands of followers. He lost thousands. What did he say the other day? Oh, the thing about slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice. Because within 400 years, if you haven't changed it, it means that you've chosen it.
Yeah.
Slavery we're talking about. We're not talking about shoes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're talking about like an actual topic.
Yeah.
I'd like to clarify that this is something Kanye West said, and this isn't a reflection of our views at all.
No, not at all.
Just clarifying that, just in case anyone's heard that and is like,
oh
no, that's not our bag, bro.
Let's not put that in there then.
No, let's have it in there because it's part of the conversation. But like,
scary, dude. I don't want people to think I think like that.
Well, no, because we just clarified that's not what we think.
I do not think like Kanye West.
No, at all. No, not even a little bit.
But then Will.i.am was on the telly the next day. And he was kind of, his mates with him,
and
he was like, I just can't believe he said that. And if he really thinks that, why doesn't he give away his trainers and his music? Like, to prove a point.
Well, because I think he doesn't think it, and it's more so a publicity stunt.
Really bad one.
Yeah, there were a lot of memes online about how, what's the mum? Kendall, Kim? No, not the mum of the Kardashians. Kris Jenner.
Isn't that the dad? Caitlyn.
That's the mum.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner's the mum and Caitlyn's the mum now. But there's loads of... What's the dad? There's loads of memes online about Kris Jenner running to Kanye West's house to turn off the Wi-Fi. Just so that he doesn't ruin their, like, enterprise. I don't know, I just think with people in power like Trump and Theresa May, she's not doing too great either.
Nah, she's not.
Look at what she did with the EU thing. She's fucked that up.
Was it Windrush? What was that thing?
Oh, the Windrush problem that they had.
The immigrant problem.
Yeah.
That they're saying that. I can't even remember.
Basically, I think what my mum's referring to was the Windrush generation was a generation of people in the 1940s that we insisted come over to the UK because they're part of the empire. They're us, they're our people. Come live here, come work here, come do this, come do that. 50 years on, however long it's been since then, Theresa May kind of went, oh, you don't have a British passport?
Yeah, get out.
Get out.
That's really wrong.
Well, obviously, right as we speak, there's actually a protest about it. Yeah, in London.
Good, it should be.
I don't know.
The future's scary.
I don't even think. Everyone. I think the future's going to be a mess with the people we currently have in power.
That's why I don't think too far ahead. To be fair, do you know that?
Just too scared.
No, not too scared. Just you don't know what's. I keep saying it, but you don't know what's going to happen. So just live in the now. Enjoy the now.
I suppose so. I think that's a good point, but I'll never be that person. I have such a weird relationship with time.
We know. We discovered this the other day.
Yeah, like a week to me is 3 hours.
I know.
Everything happens so quickly in my world, so I lose a lot of time.
It doesn't in the real world, but
no,
in
I know,
Angel's
but
world, it does go quite fast.
I don't know why that is, though. I researched it.
And what did you come up with?
It said that people who have depressive and anxiety tendencies usually tend to live within a different time frame.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They live
Two of the
within
things I have.
They live within one that they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Oh.
And apparently my world is just 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, but no one else's is.
Yeah.
So we're all looking at you rushing around like a blue-ass fly, going, what are you doing? Just calm down.
Well, maybe if everyone else worked at the pace that I do.
No one can do that. It's insane.
It's not. It's alright.
It got you where you are, so I'm not going to knock
it.
Do you know what I mean? Got you into uni.
Hopefully.
Oh, mate, will you stop saying hopefully?
I'm not going to stop saying hopefully until I see an M or a D on a piece of paper.
Do you want me to write it down?
No, not from you. The things you give me don't count, Mum.
Oh.
They have to be other things. No, that counts, but you can't just like give me a grade and be like, good job. That doesn't count.
I think it should.
It doesn't.
I've seen how much work you put into this, so.
Yeah, but it's not down to you.
Well, it should be.
Well, if it was, well, I think if it was, life would be a lot easier.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have to do anything.
No, you would.
That's true. That's actually true. She isn't one of these parents who just gives me everything I want. I do have to participate in whatever
Why should you have everything for nothing? You shouldn't. No one should.
And this is why I have the work drive I do.
Which is a good thing. That means being a bum.
True. That is very true. So I think my future is very bright. Hopefully it is. Hopefully I'm going to get to where I need to be.
I think you will.
In life. And if not, I'm just going to come work for you. I'm just going to be your receptionist.
Do whatever makes you happy in the world.
And I think this is making me happy. Well, doing media is definitely something I've loved doing the entire time I've done it.
You know, this isn't very future-based.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Okay. Just me.
It's fine. We spoke about robots. It's all good.
What do you think about flying cars? Do you think that will ever happen? That's futuristic.
I swear it has happened. Didn't the dude, I can't remember his name.
Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Didn't he make one?
No, he sent one to space.
That's the same thing.
No, it didn't go down the road to the shop.
Space is a bit further. That counts more.
Space is quite fun.
Space is a trek. You got trained for years. He just went, nah, mate, Toyota Prius, hook it up.
No, he doesn't do Prius.
Oh.
I can't remember what
some kind. No, that's Uber.
Every Uber is a Prius.
You can only join Uber if you have a Toyota Prius, I'm sure.
And you're a bad driver.
My Uber drivers are nice drivers.
Are they? I don't know.
I've had female drivers. I mostly get female drivers, which is nice.
Do you ask for female drivers?
No, they just get sent to me.
Not bad.
No, not at all. But yeah, I don't know. I think the future of the world is absolutely terrifying, and if we aren't nuked or in World War III in the next 5 years, I will be very surprised, because I assume that's what's going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea.
North Korea and South Korea are starting to be friends, which I don't believe, but
they shook hands and hugged.
It's alright, I can shake hands and hug with anyone in the street. Like me and we're mates.
Please don't do.
Let's walk up to people. Hello.
Hi, I'm your friend now.
Yeah, let's make up.
That's how I make friends. I'm just there like, hello, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
That's what King Jong-un basically did.
Oh yeah, he's like a big baby. He reminds me of a big baby though, just like the shape of him.
If they hear this and our house gets nuked,
well, they won't know anything about it. That's the good thing about like
them not having the internet.
If we have another war in the future, it's not going to be like how it was. Like
Is that a good thing though?
You're not going to know about it. You're just going to get blown up, which I probably think is better than going to war and like they did in the old days.
I think that's a really interesting point, because I think it would be better to go to war and things like that. So instead of killing thousands of innocent people, you kill people who are trained to do their job and they want to. Not that that was the case in World War One and Two, because it wasn't, because they were drafted. But I feel like nowadays there are so many regiments being trained for war, such as George, which you hear in the Growing Up episode, that he wants to do that. So I feel like it's George is a top guy.
But, yeah, no, I just don't think you're going to know about it. Which is kind of, I think, is better than knowing about it.
Isn't that scarier, though?
No, because you won't know about it.
I feel like I should go home and make some tinfoiled hats. Just to protect me from alien waves.
We're just going to stop at the hospital on the way home. There's no need for tinfoil hats. Won't actually do anything.
No, I think I'd much rather know that I'm going to die than just be blown up.
No, I'd rather just be blown up.
That's the difference between us. I like to be controlling, and you like to go with it. Yeah, exactly. If I can, I'll get like a shelter put up, all that good stuff. You're not allowed in it, by the way.
That's rude.
Well, you know how I feel about zombie invasion.
Yeah, but now you're crippled.
True. I have a theory that if there was a zombie invasion, which I think could probably will happen one day, and there's a good reason why. In The Last of Us, have I told you this?
I don't know, tell me again.
In The Last of Us, the virus that is portrayed in the game is actually real in our world, but only affects ants.
Oh, right.
And it's real in every single way. And if there's a mutation in it, it could affect humans.
Oh, great.
So there is a possibility that The Last of Us zombies could be a thing. They're not really zombies, they're more so mushroom-infected cannibals. But yeah.
Happy days.
If that was to happen, I'm closing the curtain,
and leaving me
locking
outside.
the door,
told me.
leaving you outside.
It's so rude.
You're too much work, man.
I really am
You
not.
have to take so many painkillers.
I'll just stock up, man.
You
I will go and rob the chemist. It will be fine.
Who else would... That's how you get killed. That's the first place they go.
Alright. I've seen enough of The Walking Dead. I'll figure it out.
You're the type of person that gets killed immediately because you think you've seen enough of The Walking Dead. That will be your downfall, mother.
Seems where I'm going wrong. Right.
Just got to read a zombie survival book and you'll be A-okay.
I think you're taking something a bit too far.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Well, it's the future. You don't know.
Exactly. Or is it right now? I don't know.
It's like World War Z.
You saw how Shaun of the Dead happened.
Yeah, you made a load of money.
True.
There you go.
That's a good film, though.
That's right.
So, I want to finalise this section of the podcast because I want to do the mum tag with you. What did we find out about the future before we move on? I'm terrified of a zombie invasion.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I'll just go with the flow.
She's just going with it. But I'm prepared for zombies.
Good luck, Jen.
So now it's time for the mum tag.
I don't even know what this is.
I have to, alright. I'll explain the mum tag. I have to explain it for the old woman. The mum tag is basically, I ask you questions about me. And about you having me and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you had a boyfriend, you do the boyfriend tag. Because when I put this online, I'll go #mum tag.
Oh, okay.
And then it will come up. That's why. Just like the boyfriend tag or stuff like that.
Cool.
There are only 6 questions.
Go for it.
I couldn't think of any more.
Alright.
Ready?
Yes.
Wait, this is the wrong paper.
Find the right paper.
I found the right one. Oh, there's more than 6.
Nice.
Welcome to the mum tag. Question 1. What was I like as a child?
Pain in the arse.
Want to elaborate?
Right, let's start that again because that's not good answer.
You know, you could call me a pain in the arse.
No, I want to start again.
Elaborate on the point.
No, I want to start again.
Okay, so welcome to this section of the podcast, which is going to be the mum tag, which is going to close off the series and the episode. You're going to find out more about me, and I'm going to find out more about what my mum thought of me as a child. So the first question, what was I like as a child?
You were adventurous, and you were a handful. You were chatty, surprisingly.
Nothing changed.
Doing a podcast. You were amazing. You were just brilliant.
I like to give the viewers at home, when I first asked that question, she called me a pain in the arse. And we had to redo it.
You also were a bit of a pain in the arse. You were very stubborn, but you still are now.
Well, I get that from you.
It's like we were at the Lido, which is like a big paddle, and there was like sand there. It's the only way I can describe the Lido. And you would not stay still. Angel. Everyone on that beach knew your name that day. You just would not care what. But not one shit was given about what I said to you on that day.
I can just imagine like you with the buggy with my little brother in it being like, Angel.
Oh, well, I was feeding him, so I couldn't even get up and chase you. So it was like, Angel.
That's your own problem, man. You don't feed your child.
Even your nan still talks about it now.
Oh, she actually does. And the time that I stole the poker for her fire set.
Oh, I don't know.
And hid that under my pram.
Did you?
Apparently, I don't know.
That doesn't sound right, but yeah.
That's what I thought. What's something funny I did when I was younger?
You used to make me laugh all the time. I'm just trying. Do you know what? There genuinely is so many bits that I can't really pick out one.
Mm.
Okay. You were being babysat by my friend at the time.
Yeah.
So she told you off and sent you upstairs. And she was in the garden smoking and you didn't like her. So you tipped water on top of her. You soaked her completely because she wouldn't let you do something. Another time is, well, to be fair, I was a young mum, let me point this out.
Yeah.
Encouraged by me, we sat on your chalkboard and we used it as a toboggan down our stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's lots of good funny times.
I actually remember pouring water on her head and feeling so satisfied.
You had a smug look.
I can imagine you weren't pleased when you got home, though.
No, I didn't care. But then you used to always steal your brother's chocolate. Always. And that's why he loves chocolate now, because you never had any when he was younger, because you used to take it all the time.
Well, there is like a 1.5 year age gap between us, so I would just like scurry along.
And like if I was feeding him and I had to get up and do something in the kitchen, I'd turn around and you'd have the food on your face, and I'd be like, Angel, where's Kai's lunch gone? I know. Rugrats. And you'd be walking around with baby food over your face. And you used to steal his rusks. Oh, see, there's so many. You used to take his rusks and be like, I like them too. I'd be like, I know, but that's for Kai. There's so many. You would make me laugh all the time.
My favourite funny moment, not from childhood, but just life in general, and I've said this to you 100 times. We got Mum a bottle of perfume for Christmas, and she went to spray it, and she sprayed herself in the eye, and she couldn't see for like 3 days.
And it was so painful. I just couldn't see. I smelled lovely.
It still makes me giggle now. What is a weird habit of mine?
What, now?
Yeah,
or
just both.
In general?
Let's go for both. What was a weird habit as a child?
I can't describe it. You used to like bend your legs out and stretch them in and out all the time. So like you'd put them out, stretch to have pointy toes,
Yeah.
and then bring it back in, like up to your chest.
Yeah.
And every time you're in the pushchair, you used to wiggle out of it, and it was so annoying. And you still do it now. Like, well, obviously not that because you're not in the pushchair.
Yeah.
But you move your feet a lot when you're sitting down.
I'm just very fidgety.
You are quite fidgety. That is quite.
It is actually Corey's least favourite thing about me. It's just how fidgety I am.
See, you've always been fidgety, even when you were little.
I can't help it. I'm blaming Dad for the foot thing though.
Yeah, no,
that's learned behaviour. What's a weird habit of mine now?
Talking. No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
I'm not that weird.
I don't think you actually have any weird habits now.
I just kind of like.
Yeah, you're cool. You don't really.
I'm just pretty chill. What's one of Kai's weird habits then?
Oh, being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
On purpose. Like, not. I don't mean.
Just purposely annoying. Yeah. He just wants to frustrate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get you in a bad
really
mood.
Annoying. That's one of his annoying habits.
It's a daily thing though.
It's a daily.
I run away most of the time.
And how messy his room is. But anyway, that's a whole different.
My
subject.
room is
Anyway, different
lie.
subject.
If you were to rename me, what would it be?
I wouldn't rename you. I love your name, and the reason why I love your name is because it's so different, and it's spelled different, so people remember you.
I suppose.
So I actually wouldn't change your name. I know you would, but I wouldn't.
What did Dad want to call me when I was first born?
Angel.
No, the other one.
Mighty Sword of Dover.
There is still no explanation to why he wanted to call me Mighty Sword of Dover. I feel like it. I think we've spoke about this before, and he said something like, why are you going to fuck someone called Mighty Sword?
Yeah, you're not going to.
I was like, that's the person you're going to pick on, because they're called Mighty Sword.
I know. And Shannon was the name we had around that time.
That's really Irishy, though.
Really Irishy, and it was really popular around that time, so I'm pleased now that we didn't call you Shannon.
Yeah, so now I'm just Angel.
Yeah.
Angel. What is something I do that annoys you?
You asked me that.
No, I said what was my weird habit.
Oh.
Different things, Mum.
What? Really? Nothing, really? You don't. There's nothing that I can point out that you do that annoys me. You're pretty chill.
Not only am I good academically, I'm also a good child.
She is a very good child. Oh, you do annoy me when you're drunk and you talk so much. And you cry.
I only cried once.
No, you cry all the time. And you want to fight people.
Fun anecdote. We're in a pub for my 18th birthday.
Someone said hello to me. Just hello.
I thought someone was hitting on my mum.
Just said hello.
So I threatened him in the face.
Then it ended up nearly being a fight in the chicken shop.
Fully. Yeah.
With Johnny and Joe.
Yeah.
And them
distant
guys,
relatives.
Yeah, that just said hello.
Well, don't say hello then. I'll fight you.
Say hello.
No, they're not. Not in a pub.
So yeah, no, just generally when you're drunk, you're quite annoying. You get really loud, but then so do I, so it's fine.
Yeah, when me and my mum drink, she doesn't ever drink, but we drank twice. I think once for my 18th, once
when Nan was leaving.
When my nan was moving away. That's about it. But we are the same person.
That's
when
really
we're drunk.
Annoying.
So it's quite annoying for everyone else around us, including my dad and brother.
Because I think I'm hilarious, and Angel thinks she's hilarious.
And we're not.
We're just not.
We're just not funny people. Generally, we're just not. But
no. But I think I'm hilarious.
After a few ciders.
I don't drink cider.
We are comedy geniuses. I love. You drink Foster's. Foster's is the worst. What is something I obsess over?
Your college work.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No. I never said it was a bad thing. It was just an answer. You obsess over your college work, and you get obsessed to the point of you have to go, Angel, have a day off, or Angel, come out your room for 20 minutes, because you will just go and frustrate yourself to the point of you don't know when to walk away from it. So I come into your room like, Angel, come downstairs now for 20 minutes, and then you come back.
Like the day you told me I couldn't do any work, so I did work to spite you.
Yeah, but it wasn't as intense because you were in bed and you were lying down. Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I would say that's the one thing I obsess over too. Is just, I think it's because I have a perfectionist streak in me.
Yeah, you do.
Just very much like Dad does, and I think very much like you do. And I never think anything is good enough. Ever. You could put it up you could put it up in an art gallery or call it the most amazing thing, and that's the thing I'd hate.
I know.
I don't know. It's hard being a perfectionist.
Your college work, but that's not a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing, I think. Because I wouldn't work as hard as... It's very much a case of I either obsess over it and work crazy about it, or I don't care about it, and I don't do it. Which is two flips to a coin, which I don't think is very good.
Every coin.
I have no in between. Where would you like to see me in 5 years?
Happy.
I'm always happy.
Happy and well. That is always my main thing for everyone.
Good mum.
But wherever you want to be in life, you've always got our support. Whatever you want to do, you know we're behind you. We've got your back.
Even if I was to become a stripper.
Even if you were to become a stripper, if that's what you want to do.
I'd be really bad at it.
You can't dance, so...
And I'm clumsy.
Yeah. But we'll support you anyway. I don't know how much money you'd make, but we'll support you.
A lot, apparently. They make a lot of money.
Yeah, when they can dance.
Damn it. That's my one downfall.
No, in 5 years' time, wherever you want to be. As long as you're happy, it's fine.
I feel the same way about you and Dad. I just want you guys to just be happy and rested and not stressed. But you'll never be rested or not stressed because you're like me.
We have dogs.
Always stressed. And we have dogs. Yeah. Love them most of the time. What's your favourite memory of me?
When, just after I had you, the next morning, I woke up, it was just me and you in the hospital. Well, not, obviously it was a hospital ward. But the curtains were pulled round and you were in your little cot thing. And the sun was shining and my world just felt right. My world felt complete. And you were just that little, love. Love, love, love. That special moment me and you had that you don't even know about.
Never heard about that before.
Yeah. And the
Sounds
sun was coming
gay.
in. No, it was perfect.
I don't know, I have a few favourite memories of you.
Of me?
Yeah.
Spraying myself in the eye with perfume. Always top in the list.
That is one of my favourites. My second favourite is... They're all just funny things you do. The second one was when you got really drunk at Christmas and couldn't eat a potato.
Can I just point out?
She did that once. She doesn't drink. She's done that once in my 19 years of existing, but because it was done once, I think I remember it the most. And she kept on poking her cheek with a potato, her gravy on it.
That's because I was drinking.
And then it
when
fell.
I was cooking dinner.
And then it fell, and she looked at the plate and went, and then stabbed it again, and then This was a good 5-minute fiasco, and I'd say it was my favourite thing I think I've seen you do.
in the kitchen by myself while I was cooking Christmas dinner, like happily.
That's very depressing.
No, happily, because it was Christmas. It's like la la la.
It was cheerful drinking.
Yeah, cheerful drinking. It wasn't so cheerful afterwards though, but it was fine.
I don't know. I think I'm trying to think of other ones that don't involve you being drunk or doing something dumb. When we went to Thorpe Park, I think that whole day was just.
That was great. It was a really good day.
Yeah.
That's another good memory I have is Thorpe Park. But I've got loads of stupid ones, like just annoying things.
Like what?
Like the day after we brought your brother home, you decided that all the cotton wool that I had for him to change his nappy and stuff, to throw it all around the front room. And then you went and got the toilet roll, threw it all around the front room. And your granddad was there, Granddad Jude, and he was like, "Are you gonna let her get away with it?" And we were both like, "Yeah." We've got a newborn. She's fine. She's happy. Leave her be. And you used to have a ball pit in the front room. You might not remember this. Your uncle Paul got it for you, and it was a hippo. And you used to just sit in there and hide under the balls and throw it at me, and then try and hide, and throw another one, and then hide. It went on for ages until there was no balls left in this pool, and you just got out and put them all back in. Start again.
At least I cleaned up after myself.
Yeah, but then you didn't, because then the last time it all went out, you were like, nah, it's not my problem. You used to love Rugrats. You used to sit there with your big Chucky Rugrat and watch Rugrats, which is super cute.
I've seen a picture of what she's talking about, and the teddy is like twice my size.
Yeah, it was massive. Your nan got it for you because she loved it so much.
Which one?
Nanny Joe.
Oh.
For your birthday. See?
What would you change if you could raise me? As a question.
If I could
raise me again.
Raise you again.
If you were 19 and baby was there, what would you tell her to not do?
Do you know? Probably not a lot. Because I think I've done alright. You're in uni now.
You did alright. In college.
But you're going to uni. I would let you know it's alright to be stressed though.
It's interesting you said that because I was listening to a podcast by Geneva Fletcher, Tom Fletcher's wife.
No, yeah.
And she has like this.
Giovanni.
That's it. Can't say her name. She has like this baby podcast thing, and I just listened to it out of curiosity because she had one of my favourite celebrities on it.
Oh, okay.
Davina McCall.
Oh, do you like her?
I do. From her Big Brother days. I don't know. I like her a lot. But she was talking about that, like having a child and how stressful that is, and the shame she actually felt about being stressed about it.
Yeah.
Because everywhere else was publicised that you should be happy when you have a baby and shouldn't be any problems and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you kind of feel that pressure?
No.
No?
No, not at all. Not with either of them.
We're just good kids.
You're good kids, and also I think I was young, so I was a bit like, I'm alright. And I was okay. I didn't get postnatal depression with either of you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Don't most women get that?
No, not most. Well, I don't know how common it is, to be fair, but I didn't. I know I didn't. I was well happy. Well happy.
With your babies.
With my babies.
And your KFC vegetable wraps.
I don't know, Joe, there's probably loads of little things that we'd change. Like, I'll probably let you out more. And stuff like that. But nothing too major. And it sounds like I'm blowing my own horn, but I'm not. But there's nothing too major I'll change, because you're both polite.
That's like my mum's biggest thing, by the way, is politeness. Yeah. And being a good person.
And don't lie.
Manners are free, and not lying, but that's a big thing for both of us.
Yeah, manners are free.
So yeah. What
comes by nature costs no money.
That is true. I think that's a good, wise word to end the podcast series on, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unless you have anything else to say?
No, I'm trying to think of anything,
No, that was wise enough. That was deep enough. Anyways, because this is the last episode in the series, it is time to say goodbye, an actual goodbye. And thank you for listening to the 5 episodes. And just thanks. So thanks to the audience, thanks to my mum for being here, and thanks to my dad for listening, sitting for another episode.